Tablet compression is a high-stakes process. Every adjustment, every material choice, and every piece of tooling directly impacts product quality and patient acceptance. Mastery isn't just about running the machine. It's about understanding the core mechanisms and mitigating the three primary challenges that stand between powder and a perfect pill. Let's begin with an overview of the tools that make this craft possible. The machinery you choose defines your scale of excellence. We primarily work with two types of presses. First, the single-punch tablet press, or eccentric press. This press is ideal for small-scale production, research and development, and custom formulations. It's a simple, compact mechanism that produces one tablet at a time. Its key features are low volume, ease of operation, and affordability. In contrast, the Rotary Tablet Press is the workhorse of high-volume manufacturing. It is designed for large-scale, continuous production. It features multiple punch and die stations mounted on a rotating turret. The Rotary Press offers high volume, capable of producing thousands of tablets per hour, alongside precision control and efficiency at scale. Understanding the anatomy of the Rotary Press is crucial. The material first enters the hopper, and is then moved by the feeder system, a force-feeding device that ensures material is evenly distributed into the die cavities. The turret is the rotating heart of the machine, housing the punches and dies. Its pitch circle diameter, or PCD, directly influences production speed. Finally, the punches and die system define the tablet's size, shape, and markings. The compression process itself is a cycle of 4 critical stages. Stage 1, filling. Powder flows from the hopper into the feed frame, which distributes the material into the die cavities while the lower punch is at its lowest position. Stage 2, metering, or dosing. This stage is based on the overfill principle. The lower punch rises slightly, pushed by the dosing cam, to eject any excess powder, guaranteeing the precise amount of material needed for the target tablet weight. Stage 3, compression. This stage actually has 2 key phases. The pre-compression stage applies a moderate, initial pressure. This is vital for removing trapped air and forming a stable slug. The main compression stage follows, where high pressure from the upper and lower compression rolls fuses the powder into a solid tablet, defining its final thickness and hardness. Stage 4, ejection. The upper punch retracts, and the lower punch rises to push the finished tablet out of the die cavity, guiding it into the collection tray. Our path to mastery starts with the first major challenge, the raw material. Before compression even begins, the quality of the final tablet is dictated by the formulation. Issues with powder flow, mixing, and lubrication are the root cause of many common defects. Consider weight and thickness variation. This is caused by inconsistent granule flow or poor die filling. The solution is clear. Ensure consistent feeding, calibrate the fill depth, and utilize proper feeder systems. Mottling is another visual defect, an uneven color distribution. To solve this, you must ensure uniform mixing of colorants and reduce any heat exposure during the process. If you observe underfill, meaning insufficient material in the tablets, you need to calibrate your feeder system and actively monitor for any blockages. And finally, inadequate lubrication can cause multiple downstream issues. The fix is fundamental. Add the correct amount and type of lubricant, such as magnesium stearate, to the formulation. Addressing these formulation issues is the crucial first step to avoiding press-related problems later on. The second challenge focuses on the intense forces of the compression stage. This is where a tablet's structural integrity is forged. Insufficient bonding or excessive stress can lead to catastrophic failure. There are 4 primary structural defects we must guard against: capping and lamination. Capping is when the top or bottom of the tablet separates, while lamination is when it splits into horizontal layers. The solutions are to adjust the compression force and pre-compression, and critically, to ensure proper granule moisture. For lamination, decreasing the press speed to increase dwell time is key, as is optimizing granule size. Cracking. These are visible fractures on the tablet surface. The solution involves decreasing the press speed, or increasing granule moisture and using plasticizers. Brittleness. When tablets break easily during handling, the formulation lacks strength. The solution is to increase the binder content and often, counterintuitively, to reduce the compression force to prevent overcompaction, which can also weaken the tablet. These failures show us that the simple application of more force is rarely the answer. We must find the sweet spot of pressure and time for the material to bond effectively. The final challenge lies at the interface between the steel tooling and the powder. Worn tools, excessive moisture, or inadequate lubrication can lead to significant surface and edge defects. Sticking and picking is a common issue where powder adheres to the punch faces or logos. Solutions include polishing the punches, using anti-adherent agents, and reducing granule moisture. Binding is when granules stick to the die wall. Apply more lubricant, and clean and polish the die. Chipping and flashing involve the breaking of tablet edges or the formation of unwanted thin edges. The fix here is to lower the compression force, ensure proper punch and die alignment, and replace any worn tooling. Mastery means knowing how to tune the press. The adjustments are your expert toolkit. Rotation speed. Slowing the turret RPM is a critical adjustment, as it increases dwell time, which can prevent capping and lamination and improve tablet hardness. You must also optimize the feeder RPM to ensure proper die filling, but be cautious, as excessive speed can cause particle attrition. Pre-compression force. This is perhaps the most improperly used adjustment. Its sole purpose is to remove entrapped air. The expert tip is to set it manually with the main compression backed off, so the tablets are formed but still weak enough to break when handled. This is your effective starting point. Insufficient pre-compression leads to capping, but too much can actually fracture the tablet, making it weak despite appearing whole. At the heart of structural integrity is the concept of dwell time. Dwell time, expressed in milliseconds, is the period the punch head flat is in contact with the compression roller. It is absolutely critical for tablet strength, especially for formulations that require time to bond. Dwell time is influenced by two key factors. First, turret velocity, TV. Faster turret speed leads to a shorter dwell time. Second, the punch head flat. A larger head flat increases dwell time at the same turret velocity. This principle is vital for scale-up. Tooling with extended head flats can be used on smaller R&D presses to simulate the longer dwell times of large-scale production machines, effectively bridging the gap between development and commercial manufacturing. Ultimately, the foundation of success rests on three pillars: formulation, tooling inspection, and refinement. Developing a robust formulation is the most effective way to solve production problems. Studies, like tabletability profiles and strain rate studies, are essential in R&D to design a formulation that maintains its strength even at the short dwell times of high-speed production. A robust formulation is what gives the manufacturing team the flexibility to make press adjustments when needed. Finally, never underestimate the power of inspection and cleanliness. A 7-point inspection protocol covering working length, die bore wear, and cam wear is essential for preventing costly failures. And for cleaning, ultrasonic cleaning is the most effective, non-destructive way to clean tooling, using high-frequency waves to dislodge product, oil, and grease. Mastering tablet compression is a continuous journey. By understanding the equipment, diligently inspecting the tooling, and developing robust formulations, you ensure operational excellence in every tablet produced.